Thank you for every hug, every lesson, every smile, piece of advice, and every word of encouragement.
If I could describe Miss Denise in 3 words, it would be caring, considerate, and amazing.
She has always been there for me whenever I needed a shoulder to cry on.
She creates like this vibe around the whole classroom where it's just like energy and like there's like no negativity at all in her classroom, just like all positive vibes.
It's really difficult being a teacher because you have to do a lot of things and you always see them stressed out or like overwhelmed with work. They don't hear it enough that we appreciate them and they're a part of our community. They're like our neighbors, so we just need to show them how much we truly care.
Oh my God. Kim. Oh.
Hi, Miss Denise.
Hi, Tati. Adelaida.
Hi. Hi, Miss.
Hola.
Miss, I'm here in this call because I wrote a letter for you just to say like thank you for everything you've done and how much I appreciate you.
Dear Miss Denise, I would like to start off by saying that it breaks my heart that I couldn't finish my last year of high school with my favorite teacher.
You have always been there for me when I needed you the most. If I needed a shoulder to cry on or a good laugh, I go to you.
I remember last year, my sophomore year, I was doing really bad in school, and you were the only teacher that would consistently check up on me.
I will forever admire your integrity. You didn't tell me how to have character, you showed me. I watched you do what's right, even if it was hard. I watched you choose kindness when others would have turned to anger. And I watched you work as hard as you could every day, no matter how exhausted you were.
You've shown me how strong I can be as a student. You've taught me to be proud of my roots and reach for my future.
Your way of teaching has not only driven me to love the subject, but has also influenced me to become a Spanish teacher.
Not only did you help me rise, but you showed me what a true warrior scholar is and how important it is to stand up for our Hispanic community.
You always shared your stories as to how it was to be first generation, not only as a college student, but first in the U.S.
And even when I leave off to college, I will always have you in my heart. I want to end this letter with a huge thank you. Thank you for every hug, every lesson, every smile, piece of advice, and every word of encouragement.
I hope to have a big impact in life of others like the one you had in mind. Gracias por todo. Love, Kim.
Muchas gracias. You guys are awesome. You guys know this. I'm so proud of how you guys have blossomed, how you guys have developed into those young warrior scholars that you have always been. I'm so thankful and grateful to have students like you guys.